E- Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Kitze. Today is 29th of April 2024 and I'm recording this at 6:09 p.m. Welcome to another episode. I was planning to actually catch you up on everything that happened in the last week, but I don't fucking remember like what happened since episode 58 till now. I said I'm gonna upload daily because I absolutely hate catching you up on like a week of things because it's like a week of my shit going on is like a year of like a normal person. It was like, oh, I just worked and whatever. Like I'm constantly chaotic, constantly in the middle of like a billion things. So I can't like I this has to be daily, period. So I don't have my quota with the bullet points and whatever because the explanation for this because transferring like I get my money in euros and I need to transfer them from one of my banks to my Revolut bank and then convert them to zloty and then send them back to my business account so I should be able to pay my subscriptions, but I was lazy to do that and now Coda has been warning me like 50 times and now they locked my documents and I cannot edit my documents. So they finally bullied me into like fine, I'll transfer money to that account. But I have a little floating note here in Raycast and hopefully I'll try to not to jump on too many tangents. Your boy got a haircut today. I love that the guy is like super fucking fast. I'm even late intentionally just to squeeze his time even more. And I'm like, oopsie daisy, sorry I'm late. And meanwhile, I'm like, I know I'm late because I want you to do this in 15 minutes. Dude, I hate it when he takes that like bitch ass. What is that called? Like a razor fucking, like the haircut has been done, dude, 10 minutes ago. But he still takes that fucking golden razor thingy. And then he does some line, like, who gives a shit, dude? And he measures it, like he gets like a ruler thing, and then like he puts the ruler thing, and then he's like, and then he's looking at it from angles. I'm like, hey, dude, I have 3 hairs left. Like, shut up, let me go home, please. It's so fucking annoying. My throat hurts. I woke up with pain in my throat from God knows fucking what. Maybe because it was winter in Poland until yesterday. So I got pain in my throat and I woke up and I had 2 cups of tea this morning just thinking that that's going to help. But literally like 2 days ago, it was so fucking cold in here, especially like when we came back from the trip. Oh god, it's so hard not to go on tangents because I haven't caught you up on all the shit's been going on. So for the first time when we went on this trip, I turned off the heating in this house. And I was like, okay, I'm usually reckless with the lights and the heating, and I'm like, YOLO, whatever, who cares, right? And then on the other hand, I also be complaining about money, so my fucking donut when it comes to these things. And I was like, should we just leave the house as it is and just come back to a warm house without the? And I'm like, no, you gotta be responsible, turn off the heating. Then I'm gonna mention on a podcast, people are gonna be like, Kitze, you're reckless with money, so fuck it. Because of you guys, I turned off the heating. We come back, like we come back from Barcelona, where it was like 18, 19 degrees, sometimes 20. The first day it was 20. We come back here, and like every Polish person coming out of the fucking plane comes outside in the airport, and their first reaction is like, "Oh kurva," like because it's freezing, dude. It was 1 degrees when we went outside the airport. So I'm like, okay, at least home it will be warm because I set the bloody fucking what is it called, the thermostat thingy, to away mode. And away mode I chose from the date we're going to 1 day before we come back. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna give it an entire day for the house to heat up. I don't want to do it on the day because it might not be warm enough. We walk in the house, it's 16 fucking degrees. You can see your breath. You do like, and you see like air coming out. So it is fucking annoying. So, but it was like 2 a.m. and we just went in the room and we used this Dyson purifier heater up thingy, whatever it's called, to heat up the bedroom where we sleep. And then I have to figure shit out in the morning. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thermostat thingy? And why is it not like, what's wrong with you? What is your fucking problem? Then I go in the settings and I'm like, I set away mode for some dates, but the date on the thing was set to 2010. So it thinks that we're some January in like fucking 2010. So my await mode logic didn't work. But I also set it to summer mode, meaning in summer mode it doesn't heat up or whatever. It keeps the temperature for whatever the fuck. So the mistake that I did there is I turned on summer mode in Poland. Now, if the Polish manufacturer, like I don't know if this is a Polish company called Violent, they're probably watching this, right? Because everyone's watching this podcast. If you're watching this, when I turn on summer mode in Poland, you got a display on the display, right? You fucking donuts. There's no summer in Poland. I didn't know when you turn it on to summer mode. I thought it's going to be like, I don't know what I thought was going to happen. I came back to a freezing fucking house. The next day, I turned on the fireplace. I felt like we were in some cabin in the woods. My wife waking up. And for the first time, we felt what it's like for the house to be cold because it was like, since the day we moved in, like it was just warm all the time. My wife wakes up and she didn't believe me when I'm like, she was with the baby in the bed and I'm like, trust me, it's very cold in here. And she's like, yeah, sure. And then she just walks out the door and she's like, holy fucking shit, it's really cold in here. And I'm like, babe, let me just go back and get some fucking, what do you call it, logs for the fireplace. Like, I was so fucking annoyed. I'm still protesting with a shirt and everything. I'm like, fuck this cold. They go outside in the yard and then grab some logs for the fireplace. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I just came back from Spain. I could have stayed. Would have been that simple. I mean, I guess if you move countries, the mortgage is canceled, right? If I don't come back, like, oopsie daisy. How are they gonna find me? Easy, Kitze. Like, I have more YouTube channels than fucking the entire nation of Poland, and I'm asking how they're gonna find me. So came back to a freezing fucking house, turned on the fireplace, then called like I couldn't bother with the fucking thing. I reset it, nothing happened. Didn't warm up, and I called their service. Literally, service person came. I'm like, hey, can you fix the heating? Hey, it's 2024. Let me control it from my phone. And people on Twitter are like, oh, why don't you use Home Assistant? Because it doesn't fucking integrate with this thing. Like back when I had an apartment, I had a smart twisty things. I have a video on this on the channel. They're called TADO, TADO. Radiator valve controllers, and you can like if you have like a radiator and you want to control the valve, you can just do it from your phone. So when we went on a trip, I would turn it off from my phone. When we were coming back before the flight back, we just turned them on and we would just enter the apartment. It would be warm. Now I cannot do this, even though I own the fucking house. People come here and they're like, oh, we're the service for, with way heavier Polish accent, we're the service for Valiant. You can't. I suddenly went Russian, but they're like, we cannot help you with the rest of the fucking thing. It's like, it's my own house. Why is it a mystery? How does it heat up? I'm like, where's the floor heating? And they're like, I don't know. I have to go, and he could fucking go somewhere. And I'm cold, dude. So that's how I got probably this fucking throat thing. And I moved the Dyson down here because it was fucking freezing downstairs. And I've been complaining, like, this floor is so cold, blah, blah, blah. Until it was so hot today and yesterday. And in Poland, that means like it was 20 degrees today, which means the upstairs floor is boiling. I had to do the curtains and put things down because it was boiling. And then I go down here, I'm like, oh, I love it that it's actually cold on this floor, because when I lived in an apartment, I couldn't cool that enough. I couldn't install my own AC. And you remember those streams, just boiling and boiling and boiling while I was streaming. It was horrible. So I would rather just put a hoodie downstairs than to actually, boil. So anyway, my throat hurts, and instead of nurturing it and doing something right, I just had protein ice cream after lunch, and now it hurts even more. I should have had a giant donut like the donut I am, but that would be donutilism, like cannibalism, but for donuts, right? What else is new? So I'm just like, this doesn't have a timeline, so I'm gonna go randomly. I have a new channel for tutorial videos. So let me show you that shit. Let me just move this shit around, and I have this also new view where I can go in a little corner, I guess, here, and you can then see my entire screen instead of part of the screen. This is the channel. You can go to youtube.com/@Kitze Productivity. So you gotta type the @ thing, otherwise it doesn't work, because YouTube is fucking mental, mate. I made this channel. People are like, yo, you have way too many channels. And I was hoping someone's gonna make the joke, but I'm gonna make it myself. You have more channels than you have subscribers, right? Or than you have views, but I don't care. Like when I wanted to upload, like I want to upload these tutorials, I want to talk about productivity and shit. The problem is I don't want to bother people on the main channel. I still think this main channel, we're watching it, is more like lifestyle, geek, whatever. But also people watch it who have nothing to do with programming or with nerdy tutorials. So that's why I made another web dev channel, Tired of Web Dev, where I'm posting. I mean, I posted 6 months ago the last video. But like when people subscribe to that, it should be like, okay, we want to watch Kitze talk about web development. When people subscribe to the main Kitze channel, they're like, okay, we care about your life or whatever. And then vlogs, Kitzecast, whatever. And productivity with Kitze is gonna be only nerdy tutorials, mostly about macOS, I would say. So if you have a Mac, and if you care about automation and nerdy productivity tips and whatever, you can subscribe to Kitze Productivity. So that's fucking new. I have a new thing that, like, I hate it when I get inspiration to record something, especially for this tutorial channel. Like the inspiration strikes in the moment, and I might have had lunch and I have stains somewhere or whatever. And it's just super fucking annoying to go 2 floors up, to go to change, to fix my hair, or to do, like, I might not be, in the mood. I might not look presentable for a recording. So what I realized, a life hack, which, like, I'm going to say it, but it's pointless because it's not here. I put this hat here, and I put like a sissy shirt, the one that I showed in the thumbnails, right here. So if inspiration strikes for recording a video and my shirt is not nice or whatever, I can always have this clean sissy shirt, and it also promotes sissy, which is also nice. And if my hair is not nice, I can just put on the hat and I can just start recording without too much, going upstairs and feeling like I want to put less barriers between me, like Shut up. Like the air thingy is complaining that the air hasn't been ventilated. In the beginning, when this shit would beep, I was like, alarm, time to open the window. And now it beeps and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna die of something. Might as well be the air in my room, right? So that was one thing to automate, just so I have like less obstacles. When I want to record a tutorial, I want from the moment I decide, hey, I have an idea tutorial, to the moment that it goes on YouTube, I want less fucking friction. So I gotta do the account switcher for my app, YouTube Companion, so I can easily switch between multiple channels and easily upload videos on multiple channels at once. Sorry for, I'll be probably coughing the entire podcast because my throat hurts. Because fuck this fucking country. I'm still stuck here. I'm gonna probably stay here for the next 5 years because I moved my entire family here and now it's a dick move to move away. Yay. So, dude, but if I make a couple of millions in the next couple of years, which I'm planning to, and I'm gonna 100%, I'm moving everyone. Like, I don't care if they're like, but my daughter has kindergarten friends. I don't care. She'll make kindergarten friends in Spain because people are like, holy fucking shit, dude. People were so fucking friendly. It like blew my mind that people on the street, like, this is like, my daughter is super freaking cute and we're passing people in the streets here in Poland and you just get like, just imagine like you're like walking with my daughter. Like, imagine me there and this is a Polish person like walking and that's it. If you're listening to audio and you don't know what I did, they just give a look, a glance, and the glance is like, if you don't give me money, I kill you. Like, the glance is like, hey, if you're not my closest brother, I don't give a fuck about you. There's no such thing as a cute baby, dude. This is Polish people smiling. This is Polish people frowning. This is a sad Polish person. This is Polish person who looks at a baby. That's it. So we went to Spain and I was just mind blown because we haven't traveled. We only went to Warsaw with the baby and now for the first time in Spain. And everyone, dude, I think the fucking pilot popped up at some point, you know, in the plane. And he's like, hi, I'm your pilot and you have a very cute baby. And he's like, hi, baby. And I'm like, but the plane. And he's like, don't worry, it's on autopilot. But for real, like, everyone, dude, from the flight attendants to random people in the plane to the moment we fucking arrived, well, I guess the random people on the plane were Polish. No, they were Spanish people going back to their country or whatever. But when we arrived, like, everyone was like, que linda, que preciosa, preciosa, something in Spanish. And I'm like, move me here and cancel my mortgage, please. Everyone was so friendly, dude. And, you know, like, I guess when you come from Macedonia to Poland, you notice some differences. You're like, oh man, Macedonian people are like this and that. Then you live in Poland for a while. Then you go to another place. And then I realized like the Macedonian people, what I call like the Polish people became Macedonian people for me because I lived here for a while. And now, you know, that's the standard and you're trying to find other. But I guess if I would live in Spain for a while, they would become the Macedonian people. How to explain it? They would become the old people, the people that you get used to eventually. You start bitching about them and then you would want other people. So, like, I guess everyone was fucking super friendly. It was also super sunny. I mean, it rained for a day and we had a taxi driver and he was like, oh, don't come here. Well, I cannot do a Spanish fucking accent. Dude, their accent is the fucking cutest. I just can't. Even this, like, he looked like a mafia guy. This taxi driver that was driving us. I wanted to do this, you know, and I'm like, you're cute. Your accent, dude, is killing me. The worse they speak English, the cuter their accent is. I just can't with Spanish accents. Like, if you have like Slavic type of accent and you sound like, today I fixed the to-dos, I fixed the pump on my bike or whatever. It sounds horrible, right? No one's gonna be like cute. Everyone's gonna, ew, just shut up. But Spanish people have the best fucking accent, dude. Best fucking accent. And anyway, I have no idea what my point because I lost my train of thought. Of course I did. I know how I got to the fucking accent. But, the taxi driver was like, we're talking weather, of course. What else do you talk about taxi drivers? Dude, I wish there was an Uber option. We can like toggle, I want a big car, this is the address and blah, blah, blah. And no talking about the weather. Silence. You don't need silent mode. You just need a toggle. Don't talk about the weather. And then the NPC driver that they are, they're just going to get frozen and be like, brain cannot, how can I not talk about fucking weather? I don't know other topics. And the guy's like, no, come to Barcelona in summer. It's like 40 something degrees. And he does a gesture like, kill me. And I'm like, stay in my basement where it's like -1 for a while. And you'll be crawling back to the 40 degrees in Barcelona. But I agree. And I'm like, what is the best weather? And it was raining that day because of course your boy picked the one weekend in Europe where everyone is complaining that it's freezing everywhere. I'm like, yeah, time to go on a trip. And it was raining one day. The rest of the days is fine. And I'm like, what's the best time to come to Barcelona? And he's like, now. And I'm like, look outside. What do you mean now? And he's like, yeah, well, you picked the wrong time. And then he took me to Dunkin' Donuts and he covered me in the glazing and he put me in a little, display thingy. And I was just spending the rest of the vacation right there. I was just in the display for donuts. So what else? Let's just go on tangent. Let me just finish the tangent I was talking about. I finally fixed the one with the clothes in the hat. I got so annoyed with this stupid fucking threadmill. If that guy is watching from the second episode, I got so annoyed that it was anytime motivation would strike for me to actually walk on this stupid fucking thing. Something would there's too much friction between me wanting to walk and this freaking thing working. So I got the dumb phone that I was supposed to talk about, the Android phone. That one can connect to the treadmill. But if I work out through that one, these steps won't be recorded in Apple Health for some fucking reason. So if my phone is upstairs, let's say I want to walk. I'm like, oh, my iPhone is upstairs. So I gotta go take the phone, connect the thing through Bluetooth, whatever, Wi-Fi, whatever it connects to, click start, cool. Then I gotta take my shoes. They're in another fucking room. Then I gotta have the right socks. We have socks that are too fucking short. They would keep repeatedly, press me in the fucking thing, and then it hurts, and then it's annoying. Clothes. I gotta change my clothes. If I have long clothes or jeans or whatever, I gotta change it. Shorts, workout thing. Like I already lost my will. Then I need water because 15 minutes after I start walking, I'll get thirsty. And I'm like, fuck it. At this point, I'll just be fat. That's it. I'll just be fat. So fuck all of that. I would go through all of those hurdles and now start walking. I'll play some Conor Price. I'm getting in the mood, increasing the speed. And then the stupid fucking thing would abruptly stop and just go like, and it says the safety lock is not engaged. This fucking bullshit. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, this thing. This needs to be shoved into the treadmill slot somewhere. But I guess it was losing connection, or maybe me typing on the keyboard on top of it, like making some slight movements and whatever, and it was just throwing it off. And I'm like, I just can't anymore. I'm gonna sell it and buy a new one because I really wanted to walk while working, right? And I'm like, there has to be a fix, and there's always a dude from India with a fix. Dude, like my life stability is relying on Indian tutorials. I fucking love it. So I type in the treadmill name, fix safety mode, and there's the guy recording that shit, showing that you can press this and this, the plus and the thingy, the other button. You can press them. You gotta turn it off, like from the off button, like that. Now there's more hurdles when I want to work out, right? But I'm still going through them, and I worked out today, 10,000 steps on the treadmill. So plus in this, and you wait, you turn it off from electricity, you turn it on. So while it turns on, you gotta press this too, and then it shows like Cali, which I think it's either California, it's not because it's fucking freezing here, or it's calibration. So I think it's calibration, and then you gotta wait for a few seconds, press the middle button, wait for more seconds, and then you can start it from your phone and work out. At this point, dude, give me a burger, give me a pizza, So I've been thinking, like when Zico will be here and he knows electronics and shit like that, we're gonna take this remote apart and I'm gonna put it in a smart plug. So I'm gonna make like an automation sequence where I just tell the voice assistant behind me, I want to work out, and it should raise the bloody fucking desk to the level that I want. It should do the turning off the thing, pressing the buttons, like do some magic. So I just place my Spotify playlist, start my workout, like do all the things so I can just start fucking walking, even summon my shoes from somewhere. So anyway, my point was, I'm going to use the same shorts and I'm going to use the same socks until they are absolutely disgusting. I'm going to use them for months. Going to hang them right here. I'm going to have walking shoes. I'm not going to use the same shoes for the gym and for other places. Like all the equipment has to be here and I got to press a button. So from the idea to walk to actually walking, it should not take more than 5 seconds, 10 maximum, because now it's bloody fucking annoying. But I realized like why I want to do the treadmill more. It's like 10,000 steps, dude, is a very grandma goal to have. Like, really. My parents are hitting. Like, right now, the tweet should go live about that. Like, I schedule a tweet with the same thought. And people are going to be like, well, actually, 10,000 steps is the World Health Organization recommended. Shut up, dude. My parents are almost 60. They're doing easily 10,000 steps per day. Sometimes 15. Sometimes they're like, we did 20. And I'm like, you're 60. Relax. So... Or my sister, like she was like, oh yeah, when we were in Barcelona, we were easily doing 30,000 steps. And I'm like, cool. I should find a partner that's a grandpa because I'm a grandma. I was happy. Like I had oh God, another tangent here. Yeah, so I want like a 10K steps to be a thing of the past because it's like super fucking easy to achieve. And throughout this, like, I don't know, last month and a half, every day I had like 10,000 steps. Today I have almost 15,000 and it feels better. And I'm going to walk my dog later. So I'm going to try to do at least like, I should be above 15,000 every day. So now let's talk about the bet that I had with Zico and weight loss and other shit. So I had a bet with Zico. I sent him €1,000, and I needed two. Shut up about the air quality. I'm gonna. God damn it, it's so annoying. So I was supposed to do 16-hour fasts, and I was supposed to do 10,000 steps every day and three strength trainings, and not eat certain foods and be below 90 kilos before 1st of June. And then he was supposed to send the money back if I achieve all of that. So you know how that fucking ended, right? You know your boy fucked up. In the beginning, I was like doing fine, and I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever because money is at risk and whatever. And then, as time went by, I'm like, but this is Zico. I can get the money back. I can just be like, hey, give him the money back. I can just be like, hey, give him. I can just send him the letter G and he'll know what to do, right? I don't even have to say the full sentence. So I started realizing, like, okay, this might not be, whatever. So, like, I would not work out. It happened once. I would not work out for the entire fucking week. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I need like two more strength trainings by Monday. And I would just do two strength trainings on the day. So I would do 30 minutes. And I would take a rest for a few hours, and I would do another training just 30 minutes. That's not the point. I was supposed to do 3 different days of the week, and maybe more than 30 minutes. But I was like, whatever, And I would just let the pause timer go a little bit more between exercise sets. So I started cheating, let's call it, a little bit. It's just strength training, it's just the food items here and there. And then before Barcelona, I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, there's so much good food there, and I hate this bet, and I hate that I have to, respect this, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, because he's also a donut, he's like, well, don't worry about it. I guess it's fine. Like, you would want to eat with your wife and everything. And then he comments like, shit, I'm a moron. I should let you, I should keep the money. I shouldn't encourage you to have cheat meals and shit. I'm like, how about we do it? If I double the steps every day, I do 20K, and I double my trainings while I'm there. Instead of 3, I do 6 per week. Then for each time I do that combo, I get an extra cheat meal. But we didn't settle on anything. We were just like, maybe we're going to do something, maybe whatever. What my brain heard was like, listen to the thing that Zico had. You're going to a trip with your wife. It would be a shame if she just eats bad food by herself, right? That's what my brain heard. So I did double my steps. I did not double my trainings. I did work out 2 times while I was in the hotel. It had a nice gym, but that was only 2 times. And I was hitting my regular goal. I didn't double my strength trainings or whatever. And what I heard is like, let's have cheat meals like for every fucking meal. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like, I would have eggs and whatever, and I would also have like nacho chips for breakfast because the restaurants are fucking amazing, and I wanted to try so many things. And when I arrived in Barcelona, like a few days back, I went shopping and I went, buying shirts that are finally smaller size. Like, usually this period, I would buy L shirts, like taking the L for the last fucking year, cannot go below 90 kilos. I was an M guy for so fucking long. And finally, before this trip, I lost weight and I started looking good in M stuff. And I bought a lot of M stuff for the trip. And on the first day, second day, like the pictures and everything, I look great. It takes me 4 fucking days to go back a shirt size with my eating. Like, eat. And then I'm like, I stopped even logging my meals, and I stopped even telling Zico. And he didn't bother. He didn't ask me, what did you eat? And did you eat whatever? But I started feeling, guilty about the shit. And I'm like, this is not the point of the bet. Like, who am I lying to? I'm lying to him. I'm lying to myself. Like, what the fuck am I doing with this shit? And then we came back and I'm like, okay, it's done. I'm not going to do it anymore. That's it. I'm not going to tell him about the Barcelona thing, but until the end of the thing, I'll finish. And then I'm like, even if I lie to him, I'm 96 kilos right now. I need to get 89 in a month, which is impossible, especially if I'm doing strength trainings, which increases the muscle size. And then I gotta, like, I don't know what miracles I have to pull off to like lose 7 kilos. And I'm like, at the end of the day, he's gonna know. And I'm telling my wife, and my wife, like, there was no doubt in her mind that this money is coming back to us. Like, she treated the entire thing as a joke. She's like, haha. Anytime I was like, I'm winning the bet or I'm losing the bet or I might lose the bet, she would just laugh and be like, haha, there's no fucking way that money is not coming back, not to your account, to my account. Zico is not keeping that money. And that made the deal a little bit for me like, whatever, I'm going to get the money back anyway, right? I'm telling my wife, like, he would request like a proof at the end that I'm, a certain weight. So let me just see my phone. Okay, that's 30 minutes ago. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just get on the scale. I'm 50 something kilos and I get like 2 tubs of water and we'll just time it to be like 89. And I'm like, I don't want the lie of this to go so fucking deep, but I'm still not telling Zico anything. And yesterday, like it's Sunday, right? And by today, I need to have 3 strength trainings and I had 0 in the last 7 days. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll just do 3 trainings today. I'm going to do 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? This was not the point. This was not the deal. So I called Zico at night, and he's like, "Hey, I have some news." And he's like, "Maria is pregnant." I'm like, "What? What do you think you're doing? We're pumping babies out here? Like, fucking relax. It's not that." And it's like, "This is serious news. It's gonna affect you. It's gonna make you very happy." And I tell him that, and I'm like, "He's gonna make you very happy, but then you're gonna quickly get sad." And I tell him, he's like, "Fuck you, you what?" And I'm like, "But you're not keeping. You won the bet, but you're not keeping the money." And Zico, the donut that he is. I had a feeling, I'm like, this motherfucker is going to invest this money in crypto or something. Thankfully, he didn't invest them in crypto. He put them in a savings account and he made €4 on this money. And I'm like, fuck it, just keep the €4. I mean, of course. And he sent the money back. And now I'm like, the bet is over, the entire song and dance is over. I kind of felt like a weight lifting on my chest today because I felt like I put so many rules around food that I started hating all of the fucking rules. Like, I cannot eat almonds and I cannot do this and I cannot eat that. And we had a conversation with Zico about this shit, and he's like, "Look, like me and my brother eat like so much fucking food, but we also train a lot. Like this guy, since he's not in a relationship anymore, to call it in a polite way, since he magically stopped being in a relationship anymore by God's will, right? It just happened one day. She's like, "Oh fuck, where's my girlfriend? Oh, she's well, you know." He got so much into fucking fitness that like those Apple thingy fitness rings, they're just, when I open his profile, you know, it does the spin, but it would do like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, am I drying my clothes or what's going on here with the spinning thingy? And you know, for me, it's like, I don't want to micromanage food. I don't want to look at white potatoes and be like, "Oh no, these are bad carbs." What he said makes a lot of sense. So I woke up today, I walked my dog, then I did additional 10,000 steps on the treadmill, and I'm planning to walk my dog again, and I did 30 minutes strength training. And I'm like, this might be the fix. Stop fucking looking at micro details of the food, try to get enough protein in a day, but then train a lot so I can just eat whatever the fuck I want. So that's a new eating strategy and workout strategy that's gonna probably last for like, I don't know, 4 days. We'll see how long this is gonna last. We're going on a trip to Macedonia soon, which like scares the shit out of me because we have my mother-in-law, like my one grandma and my other grandma. Dude, this is like the Avengers of trying to get me fat. Like, it's their fucking mission. Like Nick Fury, I don't know who is Nick Fury in the case, but he gathers all of them and they're like, "Okay, listen up, we're on a mission." He has a week. He's been working hard for the last few months to lose weight. We cannot let him go back to Poland. He has to be over the size limit for the probably airplanes. I don't know. Do they have like a seat limit that you can be like, "Sorry, sir, you're 150 kilos. You cannot get in the seat." We got to get him over the limit. We got to make him stay in Macedonia. So do your best. Get the unhealthiest ingredients that you can. And then the other two Avengers say like, "What do you mean? Like, we live in Macedonia." "Oh, what are we going to do? A salad?" And they all laugh. They're the laughing Avengers. And it scares me, dude, because for one, we're going to be there for 2 weeks. And then after that, we go to Krakow and we go to Warsaw. Like, there's, oh God. No, this is like horrible for my, like this entire trip, like through, how is this 27 minutes? I feel like I've been talking for like 4 hours. This entire trip threw me the fuck off with my productivity and everything. On one hand, it was nice to be relaxed. On the other hand, I cannot relax because of the entire situation with mortgage, AI coming soon, no jobs, whatever. My brain is just cannot be in a fucking relaxed state. I mean, I could walk and do a bunch of shit, but like when we would come back to the hotel, instead of, you know, when we went there, I'm like, "Oh my God, finally some time with my daughter. I'll be with her all day, blah, blah, blah." And we did spend the entire day walking and doing shit, whatever. But I just thought also in the hotel, I'm just going to be relaxed and just sit down and chill. But I just couldn't. And I was coding because, and you know, the sad thing is, if I was coding towards my goals to complete what I want to complete, then it would be justified. I was just coding on like fucking random shit. So I met with Pedro from Raycast. He's doing the show, What's in My Raycast? And I was like, "Do you want to," we were supposed to meet for drinks. And I'm like, "While I'm in Barcelona, we can also record the show, What's in My Raycast, in person." And I'm like, before the freaking thing, before we recorded, I gotta show off my extensions. And then I see the projects that I have, the CC projects that I have on my main computer are not on my laptop. And like the extension looks way worse when you load it with like random gibberish projects. It look like whatever, versus to when you open CC on my computer here. Let me actually see if I can show you this shit. Yeah, so let me just share half of the screen, I guess. Yeah, and do, if I do CZ, like this is the rake, it's not live yet, but you can see like these are my real projects and they're super nicely organized into like, they have emoji and they're grouped into things and yada, yada, yada. And it makes the extension look professional, right? But then I open it on my laptop and I'm like, "Oh shit." So for the billionth time, I'll say that maybe Zico was right. And if I had the money to throw away right now, I keep saying this while throwing away money every day, I would definitely get a maxed out MacBook. Oh my God, they're gonna clip this and use it against my argument when I say that it's a good idea to have a desktop when you're sitting all day. And then, like, I guess I felt like that about the desktop because I wasn't traveling much. Now, when I start to travel a lot, no matter which things you sync between your two computers, there's still two different computers. And especially me with my automations and scripts and whatever, it drives shut up with this bloody thing, dude. It's 1,600. How do I turn it off? There's no physical button to turn it off. Fuck it. Fuck the air. I don't care. That rhymed because I'm Lil Wayne. So what was I saying? Yeah, it's annoying that I need to sync things and whatever. So CC extension didn't came out that good in the video that we recorded with Pedro. And in the hotel, like after we would walk the entire day and put my daughter in bed and whatever, I would just go downstairs in the lobby. Well, this happened for one night, I guess, like 2 nights maybe. And I was working on the Raycast extension for Benji. So at least that's live now. I mean, it's not live shared with other people. It's my life, meaning I make something, it's amazing, other people want it, but I keep it for myself. This is the story of my fucking life. Because publishing a Raycast extension is a complex fucking thing, whatever. So if I share my screen, we can search for Benji here. And we have log hydration, so you can log hydration. We have log a meal. You can log a mood. You can create a to-do, so you can create a to-do and you can say something and you can do hashtag Benji tomorrow 3 p.m. and it just auto-populates. Well, it should have auto-populated this part, but as you can see, when you do hashtag Benji or you do like chore or errand, like it should automatically fill the tags and whatever. I also made a tutorial on the Kitze productivity channel, how you can do like right now, if I press caps lock, let me just try this, caps lock B and then F, it will log food, caps lock B and then H, it will log hydration, caps lock B and then M, it would log mood. It was supposed to log mood or whatever. You can check it out on the productivity channel, like how to do these consecutive shortcuts, like caps lock B and then it waits and you can press a letter and it does something. I posted a tutorial about that on the channel. So anyway, my point was I could, like, instead of relaxing, I wanted to record this episode with Pedro in person and I was working on the Raycast extension. So next trip I was like, fuck it, I'm for the next trip when we go, like not in Macedonia because I'll be there for 2 weeks. When we go to a relaxing trip like a vacation or something, I don't want to take my laptop anymore because otherwise I'll find a way. I'll find a way around my blockers. I'll find a way around things and I'll find a way to fucking work. Speaking of the blocker, there's a new feature in Benji. I finally caved and made this fucking thing. So let me show you that one. This is the blocker feature in Benji. So because I'm not using cold turkey blocker anymore, and I told you I'm tired of cold turkey blocker having one rules on this computer, one rules on my PC, and then one rules on my laptop, and I cannot just manage them from one place. It was driving me crazy. So it doesn't have a cloud, basically. So I was like, it was my dream to actually make a blocker, and it works. Now the Benji desktop app, in combination with the Benji extension, can actually block apps and it can block websites. Is the extension live? No, it's not. Is the desktop app live? No, it's not. If people do something in this dialogue, will something happen? Nothing will happen. Did I explain that somewhere? No, I fucking didn't. I might one fucking day. Because as soon as I got this working for me, tomorrow I'm going to move on to God knows what, and I'm not going to finish it because I'm a donut. So the idea is, first of all, you list this. I should rename this. These are not distractions. These are just apps, which sometimes might be distractions. Like WebStorm is an app, which sometimes might be a distraction. And then we have block lists, which combine things. Like if I go to music, like this is Spotify and Spotify.com. If I go texting, this is messages, text, Slack, and Slack.com. If I go to email, this is gmail.com, missive, mail.missive.app, mailgoogle.com, and missiveapp.com. And then we have major distractions, and I have Diverge, Twitter, let's just add diverge.com, YouTube, Twitter, Diverge. Like these are my main major distractions. And then we have coding, which is not a distraction. It's just a group of things that should be coding. So now you can go and do a block schedule. Let me do this in full screen and switch to this. And this is my blocking schedule. So we have morning lock, which will actually lock my computer. So if I go here and edit this, you will see here that we have a checkbox with lock computer. So it repeats daily, and from midnight to 8 o'clock, my computer will be locked. I have a new sleeping schedule. Like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my brain. Like sometimes it grasps an idea and it doesn't let it go for a while. Like the sleeping in the guest room for a while with Modern Family, that was a phase, and I was kind of looking forward to it every day. It's like the obsession with something, and now it's like I got obsessed with staying until 2 a.m. Not even like, bro, I'm falling asleep in front of the screen. I was the guy who slept at 9, 10 o'clock. And now, like, my wife will go to bed, she will send me 17,000 texts about where are you, what are you doing, and whatever. And I don't even have an explanation. Like, yesterday I was writing a Home Assistant dashboard with React. That's not even work. That's not even according to my goals. That's nothing, dude. I don't know what the fuck am I doing. But I would literally wait until 2 o'clock. It would be like midnight. I'm like, oh shit, I have 2 more hours. It would be 1 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, I have 1 more hour. And it would be 2 a.m. And I would wake up in the morning without an alarm. I slept until 10:20 a.m. the other day. I'm like, what am I, a fucking teenager? Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't like this schedule. Like, it makes me tired. I feel groggy. I feel horrible. And that's why these days I double down on finishing this bloody locking feature so I can, lock things. I mean, I can always drown. Let me just pause it. All right, finally got some water. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, that I can always delete one of these block schedules, but I'm planning to implement. I mean, this was supposed to be implemented strict mode, where while you are in a block, you cannot delete or modify that block. You can only add new things to be blocked, but you cannot remove old things, and you cannot delete the block. Now, the problem is I have access to the database, so if I really want to get into something, I can just go manage the database and delete the block schedule. I think that's the downside of, sorry. I guess that's the downside of having your own app, because you'll know all the flaws and you have access to do this. And with Cold Turkey Blocker, like, there was no cloud, so there was nothing could be remotely deleted from a cloud. I guess I could always restart my computers in safe mode and then disable Cold Turkey Blocker, but I never bothered to do it. As I mentioned in the previous episodes, like, I only need a little bit, when I open youtube.com to be killed and I need my computer to be locked, and I'm not gonna try to find ways to unlock it and shit. And also another thing I'm gonna do is, the app is going to remember that a block has been turned on. So even if you delete it remotely, until the block is finished, even like, it's going to be cached. So it doesn't matter if you delete it or not. Until the block is over, it's going to stay in the app. So that way I cannot delete it remotely. I'm going to try to, this is the same old Kitze versus Kitze battle that I've been battling forever. Like, I'll figure something out. I'm like, cool, I blocked this. And then the night Kitze will be like, no, we will find a way. And, he starts hacking the Chrome extension or whatever. Yeah, so this is my schedule. We have a morning lock, then we have work mode from 8 to 4, and then in parallel we have from 8 to 11 no early distractions. So in block list, block schedules, we have in early distractions, I don't want to see music or texting or email until 11 a.m. So that goes in parallel. Someone has said something about music lyrics affecting the brain, and also especially affecting my brain, because I read a lyric and I need to go and research it and whatever. So until 8 a.m. Fuck me, dude. Sorry for pausing so much, but my throat is so fucking itchy and it hurts so much. It's annoying. I should go get some pills or things. How ugly is the purple color for the active block? Anyway, I'll fix it. So these are the blocks, and then, like, I started this one called afternoon block, which I still haven't, like, I finally have the platform to do this, but I still don't know which rules I want. Like, do I want to, like, I want to stop using a laptop in front of my daughter. She's growing, so, like, she'll be 8 months soon, and I don't want her to see me with a laptop upstairs. That's one thing. And on the other side, if I work on this desktop computer, like in this afternoon block right now, I have coding blocked. So after 5 p.m., I'm like, at least I'm done with coding and I can do other shit. But I can, like, I'll spend more time downstairs instead of just being with my wife. At least if I'm on my laptop and doing something, at least my daughter will see me, I'll interact with her, say something, blah, blah, blah. But also, do I want those partial, like, I'm not playing or anything with her. I'll be like, hi, daddy, whatever, and just be on my laptop. I don't want that too. So this afternoon blocks is still, a little bit here and there. I don't know what I'll put in these. All I know is in the evening, I want like 10 p.m. my computer to lock. One missing logic that I have here is multiple devices, because I might want different rules for my laptop and different rules for my desktop, and then like joint rules for like both devices. Like, let's say both of them, I don't want to use them on Sunday, or both of them need to be locked, or either I'm going to mimic the logic everywhere, meaning if I decide to work on my laptop on that day, I'm going to have the same fucking logic as here. Or if I decide to do personal things on my computer, I'm going to have the same logic as my laptop. Anyway, I'm droning on too much about this. I need to figure this shit out and see how it's going to work. So I did that, and like while I was testing it, I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool, blah blah blah. And I was in the middle of recording a video for the productivity channel, and it's like exactly at midnight I stopped the video and my computer locks, and I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot to turn off one of the lock blocks. So it was kind of perfect, because I had to go to bed because there was nothing else to do. So yeah, I hope I'll win this fucking battle. What else should I tell you? Let me just delete the things that I already talked about here. Fix the treadmill. The bet, Barcelona is amazing. People are super friendly. Also, let's talk about how beautiful is Barcelona. Like I lost touch with, just being around our area and whatever. And we started praising this place way too much. It's like, it's so beautiful with the sea. It is beautiful if you haven't traveled a lot. That's how I mean, it has its own beauties. Like the nature and the beach and everything is amazing. But when you go, like, we would set the navigation to go to the beach, let's say, and in Barcelona, and it would be like 30-minute walk, but we would arrive there 4 hours later because things just kept popping up, dude. Palm trees everywhere, like greenery, like parks, so many freaking amazing things that it's like, it makes you feel like a piece of shit, especially when you come back, not only to like here not being green and everything, but also freezing cold. It's like, oh my God, where am I? Like, what am I doing? The beach is better here, actually. Like the beach, like the actual sand is better here. The water was cold in Barcelona. It's also cold here. And I guess here, when the weather heats up to be like 30 degrees, it's as warm as the water in Barcelona. It depends. Like, it's not a special place. It's just like how many sunny days. Like here you have 1 week like that where you can swim in the sea. I mean, I swim always because I can endure cold water, unlike other people like you, right? But a lot of people don't, and they're like, unless the water is like really hot, we're not swimming. And in Barcelona, like, it would be hot, I guess, the entire summer, so you can swim in a hot water the entire summer, or you can, just grow a pair and just swim whenever the fuck you want, even in the cold sea. Another amazing thing that happened in Barcelona is we walk into the airport, and it's like, I think it was like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. So we just arrive, and my wife is like, hey, I'm hungry. Do you want to eat something? And I'm like, no, like, come on, like the baby, she needs to sleep. It's way past her bedtime. Let's prioritize her. Let's not be selfish. And then as I'm giving this speech, I turn around and I see a Ray-Ban store and a giant ass fucking banner saying Ray-Ban and Meta collaboration, AI glasses, whatever. And I'm like in the middle, I'm like, come on, let's not be selfish with the baby. And I like, as I'm saying that, I'm just turning around. I'm like, I'm walking in here. And thankfully my wife is a saint because I married one, right? And it's like, okay, fine, let's look at that. I know you like them. And we didn't kind of like, she bought me a birthday gift, but it was more like a gift for both of us and yada yada yada. And I didn't feel like, like I tried to steer ways into like getting this glass. I'm like, hey, remember, like I was supposed, like the birthday gift is still a thing, right? And she's like, even if I didn't see it as a birthday gift or whatever, like as soon as I said like, holy fuck, they have these glasses, my wife's like, yeah, do you want to get them? And I'm like, but they might be, I don't know. Like, I didn't know the price. I thought they're like 600, 700 euros. She's like, okay, it's fine. It's all good. And I'm like, I get down on one knee and I just remarry this fucking woman. But anyway, we went to a store, and when you think they're like 700 and then they tell you they're like 300 something, I'm like, oh my God, that's so cheap. But when you think about it, it's a lot for sunglasses. So this is what they look like. This is I need to make a separate review on this. This is the best technology purchase that I've done in the last 5-6 years. I don't care if Zuck is spying. Hi Zuck, you're listening, you're watching, whatever. If these were Ray-Ban and Facebook, I would never buy them because I'm not a grandma, right? But he did a right move with rebranding to Meta, and now they're cool, the Meta glasses and whatever. So this is the case. This is the USB-C for charging the case. This is the light to indicate the battery status of the case, and these are the glasses. Like, they're not that bulky. I mean, if you're wearing them for a while and then you go back to regular glasses, you will feel it, but they're not that bulky, and all the technology is within these frames in here. It's freaking amazing. So I gave them to my parents and everything, and everyone expects when they put them on, Dude, I should do the podcast like this, like, fuck it. And they're like, but we don't see anything. And I'm like, Mom, like, wait for it. The AR technology is not there yet. So it's gonna be one day. And I think Facebook did a really, like, Zuck, the Chad, did a very good decision with starting with this technology. No, you cannot have a small screen with cameras for AR and whatever, but what you can have is a camera, a video recorder. You can have video calls, you can have AI searches, audio, and a bunch of other shit. And then one day, as the technology progresses, you might add other shit, like small, like some version of AR, and then deeper in AR, and so on. So I think that he's like, this is a better starting point than VR glasses. I mean, VR glasses are for something else, but for technology that's like, people are trying to do a humane pin and the rabbit and whatever, like, all of those are extra things that you need to carry with you, and these are things that you're already wearing on you, like, all the time. When it's sunny outside, I have sunglasses on me, and like, the technology integrates so perfectly with them. And this should have been a separate fucking video, you donut. But yeah, I'll try to keep it short. I fucking absolutely love them. Like, the lady hands them to me in the store, and I'm just confused for a second. I just tell my wife, like, get the kid out of here, dude. It's like, the music is too loud in the store. And she's like, what music? There's no music in the store. And I just take them out, and the music stops, and I put them on, and the music is here, and I was like, no fucking way that it sounds so immersive. It's doing like bone conduction audio. uh, I am butchering the name, conductor, whatever, um, conductor, whatever. The audio goes like through this bone right here, and like it sounds like the music is in the room, not in your ears, which is like freaking amazing. And like use cases, like I was in the pool at the hotel, like the first day I was working out and just went to the pool. I forgot that I have the glasses on. If I would have AirPods, I would take them out and I would leave them. I would not go with the AirPods in the pool because you might lose one, they might fall or whatever. With the glasses, I just went in the pool not even thinking they're smart glasses, and I like accidentally tapped them, and when you hold here for 2 seconds it starts like Spotify tap, like a random song. And I was listening to rap in the gym. Dude, it turned the pool into a vibe. Because like you can still hear your surroundings and you can still hear everything. You don't feel like you have earphones in. Like nobody should wear earphones in the pool. But this is like there was the radio on, but the radio is personalized and it's only for me. And I listen to whatever the fuck I want in the pool. And it was a vibe. It was so fucking amazing. Also, just taking a picture. You can do it here. Hi. There you go. That's a picture. And if you hold it, like it's going to start recording, and you can see the light lighting up somewhere. I don't know where is the light to tell you this is recording. You can record up to 1 minute. It's freaking amazing. But the thing that blew my mind, like the AI is not here yet. It's in US. It's going to be here soon. You can do it with VPN, but I didn't have time to fuck around with that. So you can just be like, hey, like to not say the keyword, and you can be like, what's in front of me? And you can be looking at a menu in a foreign language. You can be looking at a monument, church, whatever. It's going to take a picture and figure it out and tell you what's in front of you, which is like, I wanted this for travel so fucking bad. I needed this. Like I've been dreaming about the days when one day we're going to travel and I won't need to look at my stupid fucking phone and I can ask things like, what is this church? Who made it? When it was made? And just have a natural conversation about what's in front of me, just as I would have a tour guide with me. And now you can have it with this Meta AI thing, which is gonna come soon. But one use case that I didn't even think of, like when these are on, they're paired with your phone as your audio device. So you get your notifications here. So when Siri is speaking notifications and shit, if you have earphones on, Siri will start announcing notifications. If you have like calendar events or something, you can speak them out loud. And I started getting them here, like, hey, calendar event soon. Hey, this is happening soon, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is amazing. Like, this is the future. I would get a pair definitely to wear them at home all the time, like a transparent pair, not like shades. And this is 100% the future. The battery life is fucking amazing. One surprising thing is, while they were connected to audio, I was using Apple Maps to navigate in Barcelona because it's good enough, to navigate from A to B. And even it had more data than Google Maps in a lot of cases. Like we would navigate to the Disney store, let's say, with Google Maps, and then while we were navigating there, I would open Apple Maps and I'm like, oh shit, it says temporarily closed. And a couple of times, no, permanently closed. A couple of times Apple Maps had more accurate information. So I would use Apple Maps, and which I don't regularly use on a trip. I keep having my phone with Google Maps and I'm like, fuck it, this time let's just do it this way. And I could just glance at my watch to see where are we, and it shows like all the crossings and all the traffic lights and everything. So like you just glance around, you're like, okay, there's a traffic light, I'm here, this is where we're going. And even the most amazing thing, because the audio is on, like I keep hearing in 100 meters, turn left, but no one else hears it around me. And my wife is like, oh, this guy's a navigating genius. Secretly, Meta, right? Ups my game. I'm like, yeah, here, we got to take a left here, babe. Trust me. I've been here in my dreams, right? And it's fucking amazing. The combination of just glancing at the watch and this reminding you got to go left and right and like helping you navigate felt like I'm looking at the other people and I'm like, you're disgusting time travelers from the 70s, like living in the past. Like, what are you doing with your fucking looking at your phones navigating? Like, this is 100% the future, and I should make a separate video on it. And actually I recorded a bunch of reviews and footage and everything from it. The problem is when you come back from the trip and whatever, like I don't have a block in my week that says time to edit random video. I even had like, oh yeah, I'm forgetting one more important thing. The POV videos of my daughter in Barcelona are just my favorite videos. Like I would grab her from the stroller and I would just lift her up in front of the glasses while the glass is recording, and I would just turn her around with all the surroundings and she would be laughing. And if I do a montage out of that one day, like it would be way better than just having videos with your phone. And you don't put your fucking phone in someone's face, to record them. Like it would interrupt the moment. A lot of time my daughter would be doing something cute and we would just pull out a phone to record her, and she would just get interested in the phone and stop. But with this, there were so many moments I would pushing a stroller or whatever, and I just wanted to take a cute picture or a video, and I just do this or say the command and it does it. And it feels like, people think like, oh, if you have advanced technology, it's going to ruin people. I feel like the more advanced the technology is, it's going to bring us back to being more natural. Like if I had this in a form of lenses and I can just take a picture or a video by tapping somewhere, saying something, or eventually with my thoughts. Like, I think that's way more natural than just pulling out a phone and putting it in someone's face. Like, I don't want my daughter to grow up. That's why I bought the DJI Osmo thing, so I can put it in a corner, because I don't want, like, this thing. Like, we use this all the time. Like, I would put it on a corner in some table, like somewhere far away, and it would record her without interrupting her and putting a phone in her face. And also, it happened a lot of times with the glasses. Like, there were some parrots and some kids feeding the parrots, like landing on their hands and whatever. It was like Barcelona had like random fucking things. You had a parrot eating an apple, and I'm like, is it the AR on the glasses? Did it launch an app, or like, oh, it's an actual like green parrot sitting on a fence eating an apple? And if I just went there like a boomer fucking Karen with my phone, she was like, sorry guys, I gotta take a fucking story for my Instagram. Like, it would ruin the mood of everyone, and probably some parent would be like, hey, stop filming my kid or whatever. But I just wanted to film the parrots without disrupting anyone there. So I would just wear the glasses, just turn on, and I would just go near and record the entire scene. No one even knows that you're recording, because you're not interrupting, you're not shoving a phone in anyone's face. And it's fucking amazing. This is the future. So Zuck, if you're watching this, like and subscribe, and also great product. What else? There's like too many fucking things. I want to talk about Benji trips, but that would be better. Let's see if I still have time in the end. Trip in Barcelona or whatever. Weather is finally hot. Now we are complaining. Yeah, weather is finally hot in Poland. And yesterday and today, like, my entire family was complaining that it's too fucking hot. And I'm complaining also today. Like, all the blinds are down. Like, oh my God, it's so hot. Like, I wish we had like a thermometer for like the sky and the sun, but we can barely control the temperature in our house. Ayo. So what's, like, fuck it. At least this basement is cool. And yesterday we threw a tooth party. Like, my daughter got her first 2 teeth, and they're like the cutest thing on earth. And when she would laugh, and they're like on the bottom, and they're not even fully grown. It's like, she's so cute and hilarious. And I would laugh at all the parents who threw all sorts of parties. Like, my kid graduated 4th grade, and I'm like, oh, shut up, they didn't do anything. Now my kid got 2 half teeth like popping up. We threw her a party, and you can bet your fucking ass that your boy was printing custom-made teeth on A4 paper and cutting them, and made a little banner I posted on my Twitter across the entire living room with a bunch of teeth. And then we did like a cake saying, your first tooth, congratulations. We did a picture frame that everyone signed saying, congratulations for your first tooth. We bought her a toothpaste, we bought her a toothbrush, we got cookies in the form of teeth. My wife cut cheese for like a platter board in the form of teeth. We put like little, what are they called? Toothpicks with flags of, like, we went too far, but we celebrated that this baby got her first tooth, and I was so happy. And we're doing like, dude, every fucking milestone. She farts, we throw her a fart party. All of us fart, we get locked in the room. We tried to make this device explode. Now it's 1,700. Wait until we throw that fart party for my daughter, you donut. So we did that. Last few things. I mean, I probably have like a billion more things to talk about, but let's just try to wrap up. I think the Benji Trips feature, I'm going to leave it for another video. This one is already too long. Let's just wrap up with Tesla. Waiting for the people to quit who don't care about Tesla. They are launching full self-driving in Europe. What? I thought this would never happen. I paid 10K for the bloody fucking thing, just thinking I'm going to sell this car and I'm never even going to try this shit. Today, there's a clip from Germany or Sweden or whatever that there's a car driving on full self-driving. And I was so out of the, even as a fan, I stopped watching those videos of like the progress that they have with full self-driving. And today I'm like, oh shit, this is coming soon to Europe. Let me just see what is in the latest update. And I watched a video of Tesla full self-driving, and honestly, on the latest update, like a video from today, there's a YouTube channel called Whole Mars Catalog, and he's doing these test drives, basically risking his life for Elon. But dude, you can see the car thinking. Like, there were so many situations, like my heart clenched, like my chest, like I'm looking at him like he's gonna not intervene in the car, like in parking lots, and just taking a turn, and from the other side a car just comes swerving, and the Tesla just goes on the just climbs a little bit on the side to make space. You can see it thinking, like stopping for road bumps so it doesn't go too fast over them, like taking complex turns, being in traffic, like so many freaking things without the guy intervening. It just honestly blew my mind. I'm like, I cannot believe we have this technology. I cannot believe the Tesla stock is not growing, because soon that robotaxi dream that seemed like a dream that you can call a Tesla and it will drive you from A to B. Like, you have Waymo, but I didn't know that Waymo is actually restricted around the map in San Francisco, and you actually cannot even take it to the airport. in San Francisco because they need to map out the cities and the street. This fucking thing can drive you from A to B across America or whatever with no interventions. I mean, maybe minimal interventions. Right now they call it supervised full self-driving, but it's almost there. Like the taxi feature is going to be there. And I honestly so looking forward to the future. Like this might be the reason I keep this bloody electric car. I hate driving, and I'm looking forward to the future where I can be like, go to the mall. It's the same street. You've seen it billions of times. And it drives me there while I'm on my phone or working or whatever. Even those like 30 minutes this way or that way, it would be fucking amazing. So that got me pumped. And I think like I'm on the, like people are joking that I'm making too many YouTube channels, and I made another one. I made another one for Benji. So I'm going to do deeper tutorials and shit. And that's going to be on the Benji channel. But I would want to be, because I know when this thing comes to Europe, people are going to try to compete. Like who's going to be the channel that's going to demonstrate the differences of how the fuck does it work in Europe. But no, definitely it's not worth it to do a channel, because you got to dedicate to that, and then you got to clickbait people and do the face like, you'll never believe what Elon said about farts, whatever. So I'm not going to do that, but I might post a couple of videos maybe on the main channel of like showing how full self-driving works in Poland, if it ever, you know, like you turn on full self-driving in Poland and the car just straight up doesn't brake until it reaches Spain. It's like, I am intelligent robot, you don't belong here, and just arrives in Spain with like 0% battery. Like it cannot even go to the next Polish city, but it's gonna arrive in Spain, sure. Like I planned a trip, we're going to Krakow soon, and I planned a trip from Krakow to Gdańsk, and it actually doesn't look bad. Let me try to show you, because like on paper, like if it was really like this, it would be, we cannot access your location. Shut up. Yeah, this is what it, shut up, dude. This is what it shows me. So we're going from Krakow Główny railway station, and then we drive for 48 minutes, and then we stop for a charge in Katowice only for 7 minutes. Now, if this was true, I would not complain about electric cars, right? I would just charge for 7 minutes and be like, bye. That's like, you're stopping for the same time at a gas station. And then we drive for 2 hours to Lucifer. And then we charge 13 minutes. No fucking way, because this is still a pee break. You grab a snack and that's it, it's done. And then we drive to Chichichonia, like the place where I'm always charging, and it says it's a 21-minute charge. The problem is, this would be true if I'm driving the speed limit and there's no one in line charging in front of me. And even if this says 7 minutes, there's no way I'm not charging 15. No fucking way. Or if it says like 21 minutes, at least 30 minutes. Do 35 to 40. Like I don't trust it, because there's no supercharger after it, and I don't want to, you know, be left in the middle of nowhere. But maybe I should do it as a test. Yeah, let's test it with the baby. Let's see what happens, right, idiot? Maybe one time when I go by myself, I try to stick to the limit. It's going to be very hard. I'm trying to stick to the limit. I'm going to try to actually respect these charging times for 7 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. See if it's going to work. Honestly, if it wasn't for these last few times that we have to wait for other people, I think it would be manageable, because like we can be in the car, we can watch something on Netflix, we can just play games or whatever. It's like 20, 30 minutes are going to pass. But just the fact that you might randomly wait for one person or 7 people in front of you, that just kills the entire EV thing. But you know, what is that like from a movie? Is it from Godfather? Was it from Godfather 2? I think. I want to quit, but they keep pulling me back in. Like, I don't know what it was. That's what it feels like with fucking Tesla. Anyway, guys, that's it. Like almost an hour. I have more things to talk about. There's an amazing Benji Trips feature. Benji Trips feature that I want to show you. But I'm going to do it in a separate video. Maybe do it even in the beginning, because at this point I lost so many people, right? And it's pointless to show it off. So yeah, thank you for listening. Hopefully this is back to its regularly scheduled daily programming, except on Wednesday, because we might be going to a water park or whatever, and Wednesday is a day off. But we're going to get at least like 4 episodes this week for sure. So thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe, like, do the homework. Subscribe to the other channel, Kitze Productivity, and I'll see ya, like the singer of Chandelier, in the next one. Bye-bye, you donuts.